Oh, 3 days until the mayoral election. I don't know how much more I can accomplish in this time. That's a little stressful. Oh boy, let's give it a go. It's a good thing Caesar told the warden when the riot would go down. Otherwise we would have been goners for sure. But how did Caesar know Jumbo would start the war? Remember when I went to sign up for the Bigfoot gang fight on Monday? That was Caesar's idea. Yeah? But how are those two things connected? I didn't know at first, but it came to me yesterday while I was stuck in Seg. You think it's fair to say the Bigfoot gang sees me as something as a thorn in their side? Definitely. The way you keep running your mouth makes even me want to kick your ass sometimes. So if I show up at their doorstep and give them a chance to give me an ass kicking, those lummoxes would jump at the chance, right? You mean... Exactly. You saw the fight scheduled the next day. I wasn't up against any of the Bigfoot gang guys. That can only mean one thing. They knew there was no need to send someone to kick my ass in the ring, because Wednesday's fight would never go down. Can't believe Caesar planned that all out. Maybe primates are just way more intelligent. Does it even make that much sense? On some level, I can't help but think that, like, wouldn't they... If they knew the fight was never going to happen, wouldn't they just do a fake fight then? Like, it seems like a really dumb move to show their hand. Upgraded version of Expert Modder. Oh, the weapons I craft have bonus traits. But I've never actually crafted a weapon. Goofily enough. You know all these glasses? I don't know what to do with these. Actually, do I have glasses on me? I got punk glasses. I guess if I end up reading, I can use these to get bonus at reading, so I might as well hold on to those for now. I won't need stamina, so I don't need the work boots on right now. Because I don't use stamina when I read. Take good care of it. Here's the sample you asked for. It's only thanks to the riot that I managed to get my hands on it. Quite a few of the injured inmates need blood transfusions. That gave me the chance to get it. Thanks. Now I can further the development of my new drug. Walter, I'm curious. What is this new drug of yours? Since you've done me such a huge favor, I'll tell you. I'm working on a cure for addiction. I'm sure you've heard about what I did before. I think developing this drug is the only way for me to atone for my sins. It's like a gift to my wife, Anna. I see. It won't only help those you want to cure, it will also help you. I'm trying to remember. Breaking Bad wife. Her name wasn't Anna, was it? Skylar. Her name, the actor for Skylar's name is Anna. Okay. Got it. I wonder if these are localization jokes or if these are actually in the original, like, Chinese version or not. It would have to be in the original, right? Like, I imagine that the creators that are into this whole jailbreak thing know a fair amount of American cinema because they're referencing Shawshank Redemption and other things like that. So, like, it makes sense. The fact that I don't even get a rep bonus with my gang is fucked up. Like, the entire schedule's almost over. Did I miss, like, one quest ever? So I'm just never gonna be lieutenant? You should get a rep bonus for defending Caesar in the fight, right? It probably leads to an outcome difference of him surviving or not, or, like, the level of victoriousness changing, but, like, you know, I should also get to win. I forgot. Let's see, gang, relationships. Recreation yard. I forgot that I read that book, I think, yesterday. And have been able to further bond with Yeen. By yesterday, I guess, I mean days ago. Has there been another I don't remember where I am in the timeline now. It's gotten confusing. Has there been another recreation day since the riot? Or what, did I read that book all the way back before the riot? Because that's definitely a reason why I would forget. B-ball in my hand, 1,000,000 miles an hour. When I take a shot, check out my 3-point power. The quality of your lyrics is stable. For real? I knew my lyrics were tight. Hey, want to take the next line? I'm a basketball expert. Normal conversation. I'll take the punchline. Is there a punchline in rap? I don't even know. But B-ball in my hand, 1,000,000 miles an hour. When I take the shot, check out my 3-point power. Then I dunk it on your head. Watch you shit yourself and cower. Ooh, ouch. That was the bomb. A big-ass atomic bomb, bro. Okay. He shares some more of his rhymes with you, some of which are based on his street life. His story is as nonsensical as his lyrics. A cynical hyena who sees himself as a gangsta rap star in the making, and seems completely completely unfazed by life on the inside. In fact, prison is almost like a vacation for him. It turns out that he was doing time for his boss on the outside. According to the gang's code, he will be given his own territory when he gets out. His dream of becoming a big shot in the gang is about to come true. Born in Skid Row, Vincent grew up like any other bad boy, hating school and wanting to be a gangster. His favorite music is gangster rap, and his favorite movie was The Gangster. He longed to live a life of danger and excitement like the movie's protagonist. From elementary school, he would skip class to deliver messages for a gang, and when he was caught by the police, he would not say a single word. Whether he was brave or simply stupid, the gang boss was most appreciative, and it was not long before young Vincent was working directly for the boss himself. Starting from so high up in the ranks, Vincent thought he would be in for a smooth ride. He never expected that his lack of brains would be such a major obstacle on his road to success. He was soon relegated to the fringes of the gang after repeatedly screwing up jobs for his boss, and years later, Vincent was still at the bottom of the ladder. That was until one day, 3 years ago, when Vincent saw the opportunity to change his fate. If you had the chance to change your fate. Or at least, that is what he thought. His boss accidentally killed his mistress while drunk, and news of the death found its way to the police. The boss had only one way out: find someone to take the blame. After hearing about this, Vincent thought it over and came to the conclusion that it was his only chance to turn things around for himself. At least he could not screw up going to jail for the boss, so Vincent confessed the crime and was sentenced to 5 years for manslaughter. Our gang code, explained the boss's right-hand man, says that anyone who does time for the boss gets generously rewarded. You can have tens of thousands of dollars or your own territory. Your choice. If the boss approves, you can even run to be his successor when the time comes. Vincent only wanted to make a name for himself in the gang. He had no interest in the tens of thousands of dollars. Without hesitating any further, he chose to go to jail, do the time, and wait for the day when he is released, and steps out to a crowd of members cheering his name. A crowd of members instead of gang members is a wild thing to say. After everything you've done for the boss, he must visit you often, right? It's like the Yakuza 7 protagonist. It's like, no. Ha! They say I ain't smart, but you must be even dumber than me. I'm doing time for my boss. If he comes to see me, it'll all be exposed. You mean he's never come to see you? That's your way, man. It ain't how we work. On the street, where I come from, true brotherhood is in the heart. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, true brotherhood is in the form where nobody has to earn it in any way. It's just implied brothership. Double bleed effect actually could be pretty effective during combat. See if I ever actually needed to actually fight again, though. Agility points are rare enough that I should be worried about trying to spend it yet. So I've got 3 hours. I could watch a movie and read a book. I'm likely done with basically every book I'd ever want to actually read. So movies are a bit more of a priority because I think you need to have time to finish them in one go. I think I'm not forgetting any weird crafting project. I'm just digging through the wall in mornings, and gonna try to get sick in the evening. We need the oxygen cylinder from the infirmary. Get more of these skills, because it seems like sometimes these come up in unexpected ways. Watch a movie. Royal flush. Plus 2 points at cheating. I don't think I'm going to be cheating to escape prison. So we have repeatedly... I've seen this one come up a lot in the description, in like skill checks that I've not had access to. Or, good sentence. I've had it repeatedly come up in skill checks that I've struggled with because strength, and it's like, you could have watched this movie. I'm like, fuck. Yeah, I did it. I'm so happy right now. I've never been happier. This has been my dream for so many years, and now it's just come true. I gotta say, I kinda wanna cry right now, but I also wanna laugh. So yeah, I'm so full of emotion. Plans for the future? I haven't really thought about it. I wasn't sure there'd even be a future until this morning, so I haven't given it much thought. For now, I just want to go back, take a shower, and get some sleep. Then I'll go into town and buy some food. I'm almost out of canned grass. Canned grass? So yeah, it's a wrap for us too. Congratulations again, and good luck. He was so calm, yet so full of strength. This movie made me interested in climbing. Although I can't climb a mountain like he did, maybe I can climb something else. Like a man. Do the exercise actions, which seems to include more actions than I originally would have expected. Yes, they do stay listed here after I've already watched them. Nunchuck and brass knuckles. I do not think I need to craft those for any reason. I'd be worried that because it's like a kung fu skill, what if it's like now it just comes up as a surprise bonus for no reason, despite not being implied to be relevant. Low health, you can get away with more attacks. Death of a Hitman is pretty strong potentially. It means that when you're about to lose a fight, or if it's a close fight and you're both low, you're more likely to be able to attack instead of having to rest, which is a difference between life and death in those situations. I've already watched Fish. I guess I'll do with Death of a Hitman. Hey Rita, look at me. Listen. They'll get in here soon. I'll hold them off. You get through the air vent. No, I can't leave you. I can shoot. I'll help you. Rita, I don't have long left. I'd rather die here to protect you than die in some hospital bed. I used to be a jerk. But then you came along and changed everything. At the end of my life, you saved me. Now it's my turn to save you. Go. If you get scared in the vent, I'll be here singing that song you always sang to me. Oh, am I crying? But it's just a movie. Is this ending a tragedy? Maybe only Leo knows the answer. In any case, the lead actor was outstanding. His whole body just exudes charm. It's hard to imagine it's hard to imagine crying at like the heroic sacrifice at the end of an action movie, just because like the tone is just not. Action movies are so detached from reality that even though it's like, oh, like even if you're invested, it's like it's hard to be like implied. It's hard to imagine having that specific reaction, like crying at it. I'm like, no, it's just a little too goofy and campy and dramatic for me to react that way. I think booze makes me have more charisma. Maybe I'll just grab the alcoholism stat. Maybe it can come up in unexpected situations like DIY Maestro. Gotta put my reading glasses on, since I didn't bring my other ones. God, the bonuses I have for reading now. Say the top 3 anecdotes when drinking wine. Say the top 3 anecdotes when drinking red wine. What? The bottom 3 anecdotes will go best with beer. Wait, are they fake stories to tell? What kind of weird theory is this? Does it have a scientific basis? What? They can bring people together, no matter what types of wine you drink. I have to say, this book has made me understand wine a little better. I think I accidentally skipped one of the lines. It happens. I have 420 experience! Not anymore, though. Yay. Now I have 2 alcohol skills. Why? I really... With how, like, limited the resources felt when we started this thing, it's been a bit shocking, just how much I've been able to get. I definitely, like, expected that it'd be much, much harder to, accomplish much in this game. Let's see. Don't know where I was going mentally there for a second. Oh god, so much pizza. Okay. Because I wanted to keep bribing the bear with pizza. You know what? Add cream. I don't want the cream, but what I can do is I can eat... Only 3 days left, actually, so I can just eat some of the pizza. Starters. There we go, which gives me more max health and whatnot. I want the cream, because we're trying to charm this shark as quickly as possible. And if I'm gonna have any luck there, the best I can probably do is, just get... I mean, I don't know what's gonna give them the best rep, but this is like the premium dessert. I figure my 2 best options are cream waffle and a pizza. Because pizzas are expensive and cream waffles are like a special upgraded version of a waffle. It's like one of those is probably a good way to charm Jabberjaw. I can't see Jabberjaw for like 6.5 more hours, so I might as well just, yeah, I'm just gonna stash this stuff for now, I think, and then get myself sick with laxatives, and then see if I can do anything in the infirmary, which I don't have a lot of time for. Jeez. Edwin fell down the stairs the other day. But he's still alive. The blow to the head smashed the clot. His intelligence has returned. It seems like someone up there is looking out for that asshole. But whether he goes back to being a genius or stays an idiot doesn't matter to me. He wrote a letter to help reduce my sentence. I can't believe he did that. Looks like he's really gone and broken his brain this time. Huh. Well, that's a series of twists for him. So that's the guy that he specifically... I need to give some of these glasses. I already gave Franklin a gift. Sure, Tim. Reduce the rate at which your stats go down? That's actually pretty useful. I'll never actually achieve that in this run, I don't think, though. I don't know. Here's some glasses. I already have better glasses. Oh, those are really good for you. This should make me look a little more dynamic. He's funny. Come on, man. Come on, man. There we go. Full refund, yay. Oh, sleeping pills. There we go. He's got a potato pizza, too. I actually did make a lot of progress at his rep, so I probably will get that skill soon. And it's an intelligence skill, which I might be able to afford right now, actually. Yes. That is pretty strong. Although right now I'm trying to not manually heal myself. So I'm trying to work my way down to low health so that I can then impress the murderer. It's probably not a very beneficial thing for me to do. He probably doesn't even have a very helpful skill for me to have. It's just I keep compulsively trying to get every skill, no matter what. Work boots. Okay, let's put the beats away. Need the tea right now because I have 100 mind. Sleeping pills for later. Alright, so I have a stock of sleeping pills. I just need to remember to buy sleeping pills periodically because you never know when they will and won't be available amongst the people. God, my inventory is annoying right now. Why do I have this sheet? I should tear up that sheet, but right now I should probably take the laxative. I'll need one of these, I think. And put this coffee away, I think. We want the snap gun because I might need to stealth. There we go. I don't need... Should I be worried? So, disassembly tool plus 10, 6. Let's take the screwdriver with me and hide the hammer. I'm worried that you might get frisked going into the infirmary. So I'm trying to not have, like, anything in my inventory that they would seize. But I literally can't fit all of my contraband in here. Even rubbing alcohol. Probably because you can use it to make something bad, yeah. Max health plus 10? Wow, I've really missed how strong this particular thing is. I literally just needed to take this, which I've had this whole time, and then I just get Walter's quest done. Damn, okay. Both involve farming myself. I can learn, so if I take this, I can learn Walter's storyline. I also might have already reached that point via food. It's tough because I think it's impossible to find out what my health is in this game. Anyway, they're not gonna steal my waffle. Like, sorry if I'm wrong, but I think it's impossible to find out what my own health is outside of combat, which seems stupid. So you'd be like, surely you can, oh, there it is, max health 89. Okay. If I have one more pizza, I'll hit 90 and I can do Walter's quest. But this whole time I could have taken that rubbing alcohol. Also, what the fuck? Do you put it? It's a disinfectant, not an anesthetic. How, in what way does it give you 10 health? Does rubbing alcohol... Does rubbing alcohol even resemble alcohol in that way? I don't know. I'm trying to remember. As a kid, I had a mouthful of it once, and I think I just threw up immediately. Just like an accident. I just don't remember contextually much. I need to give John his daily gift. Cigarettes. Who has cigarettes? He's such a pain in the ass. I'm just like, what if I maxed out his relationship though? Wouldn't that be funny? What if I committed to that for like little to no reason? Where do cigarettes even go? I have still not learned how half of these menus are categorized. Like, the gist of them is there, but there's so many items that there's like some weird marginal things you just have to fit in somewhere. You would think the cigarettes would be in this menu. And maybe they are, and I'm missing them as I scroll? Don't know. Oh, drug maybe? Yes. That makes sense. Ah, segregation and boxing ring. Okay, well I can get one from the boxing ring if they let me in. Tony's store open for business. No, not give a gift. Buy. Premium cigarette. Haggle. He does not like to haggle. He is the merchant guy, but he's also in a rival gang, and that really does hurt you. It's like the biggest limitation on was my otherwise me being pretty strong all the time. Upgraded version of your skill is... Oh, right, yeah. I only have normal Desert Smuggler, which is 15 more minutes, but it's still slower. So I can double the effect of his skill if I max out his meter, which is just so unlikely to matter at this point, especially with how well I do with hunger. What? No more fights? No, we're gonna lay low for a while till Jumbo and Frank get back. I've already placed a bet. There's no fight, I should at least get my money back. Frank's in charge of all the money stuff, it'll have to wait till he's back. So when are Frank and Jumbo getting out of SAG? I really need the cash. I wanna know that even more than you, and now quit bothering me with stupid questions. But, what? Want me to explain it to you a different way? No. This poor guy, except for the part where it's all his fault. You lonely, Chris? You doing okay? No? Moments like that, I'm like, you wanna have a chat, buddy? You okay? Right, I got the cigarette. Let's go back and get a soap. I also have not, which means I can probably hide... No? I don't think I have a leftover single item. Oh wait, yeah. Organized, I can put away the waffle. There we go. Gives me a little more space. Hey, John. Oh, thanks. We'll see if he opens up to me or not. Alright, first floor. It's time for my daily shower, which increases my charm, which probably affects my rolls with Jabberjaw. It's probably worth it. I don't remember what... Oh yeah, right. I think... I'm never good at remembering it, but I'm pretty sure that a hot shower is useless for me. So I think it's just you paying to get a bonus on your roll, but the soap is so powerful that it doesn't matter. I think I have no one to call in the outside world, so it's just a matter of me running around to just complete all the conversations because I like to. And then I'll take the laxative to get put in the infirmary. And I'll hope that, because I've never done it, I've never been in the infirmary a single time this run. We've neglected this entire system. So I'll just hope that it doesn't take me out of the system for like 24 hours or something. Like, I feel like the infirmary could be so bad for your run. Like, it could take you out for so much, just like Seg. Like, I've gone through this whole playthrough being terrified of Seg and the infirmary. Except for when specifically I thought that the wolf was probably in Seg, which turned out to be true, and now it's like we were pointing at the infirmary for other storylines. But like, I'm sure the moment I get to the infirmary, I'll probably find out that there's like a bunch of stuff I neglected that would have affected my run. Obviously it's implied you can steal supplies from there. I'm doing fine economically, so I'm not really crazy about that. But given what I just found in the laundry room, there could be like bigger stuff there too, so... it's probably a blind spot, but you can only focus on so much in a given playthrough, I think. But it is wild to think that I'm trying to get into a place this late. It's like when I got blindsided by combat, and then was like, oh god, how does combat even work in this game? I'm gonna be in this infirmary, and just like with Sag, I'm gonna be like, I don't know how long you're there. I don't know what the consequences of this action are. I should probably save before I do it, just in case it fucks up everything. Bruce is always so full of himself. Now look at him, humiliated and demoted. Looks like he still can't beat the wily old warden. But to be honest, Billy becoming captain is good news for us. He's much friendlier than Bruce. Do you know why Bruce is so violent with us inmates? I heard from a reliable source that Bruce's family owned a hardware store when he was a kid. One morning, an escaped convict broke into the store and forced Bruce's dad to get the handcuffs off of some tools. His handcuffs off with some tools, I think it said. His dad complied, but the convict was worried he'd call the police, so handcuffed him in the storeroom out back. But Bruce's dad was sick and needed to take his medication on time every day. Wait, so he... Exactly. When his mom went in late that night to look for him, his dad was unconscious. They managed to save his life, but he couldn't take care of himself after that, and was bedbound for the rest of his life. So that's why Bruce hates convicts so much. But why did he choose to become a prison guard? Because he hates convicts. This is the goofiest thing, though, of like... Why do you hate furries so much? A furry killed my family. Like it's a fucked up situation, but the idea like, one convict did this, that means that everyone who's ever convicted of any crime, the entire spectrum of them, they're just as bad. It's like, what? What are you talking about? I think he wanted to make sure that all of us low-life convicts get the punishment we deserve. Alright, so that seems like a conflict of interest, that if you knew that, you wouldn't want to hire that guy. Because the guy, like, might get off on torturing inmates, essentially. Crunchy, I see you're out of the infirmary. You sure were in there a long time. Mm-hmm. I told you not to go after John, but you didn't listen, and ended up in a world of hurt. Shut up and eat your damn food. Don't be embarrassed, there's no shame in losing to John. Although, you did lose a little too quickly. What do you know? The cafeteria floor is too damn slippery. When I recover, I'll take him on man-to-man, then you'll see. Maybe you shouldn't. I can't stand to see you get beat up again. So Henry is just like, I'm just an innocent little bear. I just like to eat food and sleep and do nothing else. And then he's like saying the cruelest things to everyone around him and pressing their buttons all the time. I think I've talked to everybody. So I could probably override this save. Just in case. And let's take one of these laxatives. I have diarrhea. Great. Great. What a time to be alive. You can ask the guards to let you go to the infirmary. I believe you can go, there's still a guard at night because Billy's always here selling stuff. I was worried that I'm like, well, this, oh yeah, Bruce is here too. I'm like, there's tons of guards around during the morning doing all the work shifts, but I was worried that they might be unavailable at other times. You need anything? I feel really bad. I had to go to the infirmary. You do look like shit. The guard believes you and sends you to the infirmary. Thanks. Hey, the doc's off duty, but she always leaves a few Curazole pills before she leaves. They should be on the nurse's station. Go and take one. If it doesn't work, just lie down on the bed. I can't help you. Okay, got it. I just have free reign of the place? An hour of free reign time. There's a wheelchair. There's that. Bunch of beds. Oh, Sam's here. Poor Sam. That's my fault. Consultation room. There's a vent in there. What a thick door. What could be on the inside? Peek through the gap. There are rows of cabinets inside. Looks like they contain medicine. This must be the pharmacy. No wonder it's like Fort Knox. The handle won't budge. The door is locked tight. It's probably an anti-theft lock. It won't be easy to open. The pharmacy is a treasure trove in this place. Oh god, is one of these keys it? Heavy key. That's what the other key was for all along. I found the other key's use. I don't even remember where that was from anymore. An oxygen cylinder. I knew I'd find one in the infirmary, but it's huge. There's no way I can swim with it on my back. That small oxygen cylinder hanging on the wall in the operating room. It should come in handy. So this one's too big. Okay, so there's a bunch of stuff I can gain. I can just freely raid their meds, but I don't actually need meds. Use the keypad. Crack the electronic lock. It's finally my time. Yes, I have 2 bonuses for this. I don't have the glasses, but I watched a movie about this, and I have, this is the giraffe's skill, and also intelligence is fucking high. And I have Caesar's skill, so I should be good. Yep. Beep bloop. Administrator mode activated. Please enter the backup code. I did it. Now to just enter the backup code, then I can use it to unlock the door anytime. Sure. Backup code entered. Rebooting system. You hacked the electronic lock to the consultation room and set 1337 as a backup code. Okay. Bleep bloop. Great, the backup code worked. Oh, what can I do in here? There's a computer. This vent. What's up with this vent? This must be the drain that leads to the drainage channel above the operating room. From here, it looks like the internal corrosion is even worse. Probably from years of exposure to medical wastewater. If I had a way to speed up this corrosion, maybe I could make a hole in the bottom of it. Then I could use it to get into consultation room at night. After hours consultation. Okay. Drip the corrosive solution into the drain of the consultation room. That's what I crafted earlier. Oh no, how much do I need? Do I need more than 1? Okay, I have 4. I can use it 4 times. I'll try to drip the solution into the areas that are already badly rusted. Oh, how long does dripping take? Am I gonna run out of time? Oh, it's just 5 minutes. 21. Okay, that's a good roll. I think that should be enough corrosion. Poke a hole in the drainage channel? How is that guy not hearing me right now? The iron of the drainage channel has been severely weakened by the corrosive solution. It does not take much effort to poke a large hole. That should do it. Put the mop back. Hello. Check that the hole in the consultation room connects to the sewer. Why is hole in quotes? Okay. Okay. So, let me add to my notes then. Medical at night. So right now I have the I've taken to having a notepad on my other screen to keep track of parallel notes because it's hard to keep track of the parallel endings I'm doing or the different approaches I have of like where I can go still. So I need an air canister and to grind reputation in order to get the devil to let me out. I need to keep digging in the laundry room to find out what's behind there. And now, because of the other parts of the sewer, I can go up into that one weird abandoned medical room. And there's a vent that led up to here. And so I brought this stuff to try to deal with that. And I should be able to now go through there. Get the oxygen cylinder from the infirmary. What oxygen cylinder? I don't think I understood what he said. I need something I can use as a portable oxygen cylinder first. Oh, this is a place to get oxygen from. Were they saying that I have to go to the other place? I think they were implying that I need to go to the other place tonight. So it sounds like being in the infirmary takes like an hour. That's not that bad, but it does obliterate your health, which makes it harder to get in there again. Your health going down is the biggest limit on you being able to come in here all the time because you have to recover your health. I guess you don't have to recover your health. You can just continuously be putting yourself in a bad situation. I can see the cell tower not far away. It's much higher than the prison walls. There isn't a single guard patrolling that section of the road. Maybe they're worried about electromagnetic radiation? If I had a way to get out of here and sneak under the cell tower, then climb to the top of the tower under the cover of night, I'd be able to slide along the cable over the prison walls. But first I need to get rid of the guardrail on the window. The guardrail is screwed to the wooden frame. With the right tool, it shouldn't be that difficult to remove it. And as long as I slot it back into place on my way out, I don't think anyone would notice. Once the guardrail's out of the way, I think I need to think about how to get to the cell tower. This is a whole avenue of approach then. This is the second floor, but I can get to the ground using this drain pipe. It looks like a transformer on the ground below. Is it a good idea to put up those next to the infirmary? I guess that's why there are no guards nearby. Further ahead is the base of the cell tower. I think I'm gonna need another rope. Oh, this looks fucking complicated. So this is another messy, weird escape route, but it seems fenced off. I hope I can find a way in. That's as far as I'll plan for now. I'll think about the rest once I reach the base of the cell tower. Oof. Oh, disassemble. I can equip you. I'm sad that I brought my shittier disassembly tool now. I wasn't really thinking about bringing a disassembly tool. I was just trying to get the least stuff taken from me when I get frisked. But then I didn't get frisked. So that wasn't part of the process. I guess that only happens in SEG. Maybe because they're worried you're going to kill yourself? Effectively relieves abdominal pain, diarrhea, nausea, dizziness, and other common symptoms. Take 2 tablets at a time. Take the medicine. I should get rid of the diarrhea so I don't have minus two of my stats. This medicine is too bitter. You're not supposed to... Maybe you're supposed to chew it. I don't think you were supposed to chew it. Okay, diarrhea has disappeared. So now my negative stats are gone. Okay, I guess we'll just see how much disassembling I can do now, but since I have access through this, I should be able to spend the night disassembling, which is good, because that means I'm back to having a nighttime goal. For a bit there, I've had inefficient use of nighttime, because I just haven't anything to do. I have to be quiet as possible. I can't afford to alert any guards. I wonder if I can get better rolls when there aren't guards, because I don't have to sneak as much. This is not bad. It's about time. I'll arouse suspicion if I don't get a guard. I'll arouse suspicion if I spend more than 60 minutes laying in bed in the infirmary for my illness. I understand the mechanical purpose of that limit. Obviously, it's super goofy in universe. You can literally see Sam right there, still laying there, not arousing suspicion. Sir, inmate 1220 requesting to return to Gen Pop. I wonder who trained them to talk like that. Like, I get that it's like, there's a way to talk to guards that makes you come across better to them, but I don't think they were actually ever briefed on how to talk to people. Let's see. Max health 90. So I should be able to do this now. New drug's almost finished. Walter, how's your new drug development going? I'm really interested. Sorry, I can't reveal too many details yet, blah 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 blah. I'd like to be your assistant. You'd really be willing to assist me. I appreciate it, but I must warn you, the work could be dangerous. Your main job as assistant would be to test the drug. The new drug's mechanism of action is still unknown, so there's a chance of toxicity or shock. Toxicity or shock? That sounds pretty scary. Based on my previous failure experimenting on myself, you'll need at least 90 max health to survive. Just calling out gameplay mechanics in the dialogue is very funny, especially when a game has avoided it so much, like in such specific terms. Like, they'll call out specific things that keywords that exist in universe, but they don't normally call out gameplay mechanics that don't exist in universe. Check the codec call number at the back of... Check Merrill's codec number at the back of the man. I should stop referencing a game I've never played. I've never played Metal Gear Solid. I didn't even find out about the franchise until 2 came out, and I started with 2, which is an insane place to start with that franchise, and also an insane video game to play when you're like 12, because I did not understand it. I need to play it again as an adult, because it seems like it's probably crazy and extremely interesting as an adult, but I had no idea what it was doing. Probably like the first, like, I don't know, vaguely postmodern game I played or something. So, if you don't have the physical resilience, I advise you to forget the idea. I'll make sure to get the clinical trial results you want. That's good to hear. Then let's get started. Hopefully there won't be any surprises. The drug's nauseating smell makes you dizzy, but luckily he helps you stay awake by constantly talking. His story was a real roller coaster ride. A skunk with a pungent smell, in quotes, which is interesting, is a skunk. He's got a skunk smell. He was a high school chemistry teacher before he was in prison, but also holds a doctorate in pharmacology from a prestigious university. You learn that he is secretly developing a new drug using his own malodorous spray for the purpose of repaying his debt. He will not reveal the purpose of the new drug, but has piqued your interest, your curiosity. Walter had been fascinated by chemistry from a young age, and his talent in the field allowed him to build a successful career and find love. Annie was his laboratory assistant. Love blossomed between them during their research, and they soon started a family. However, Annie developed a lung disease, likely due to working in the laboratory for too long. For the sake of her health, they moved to a small town in the countryside, because of a legend that the air there can cure all diseases. In order to take care of his wife, Walter quit his high-paying job at a pharmaceutical company in the city and became a chemistry teacher in the town's high school. However, the legend was just that, nothing more. Although the air in the town was fresh and clean, Annie's condition got worse by the day, and an in-depth examination at the hospital revealed that it was a rare genetic disease that could only be controlled by expensive drugs. Annie tried to persuade Walter not to pursue the treatment. She did not want to be a financial burden on her family, but her selflessness only made it harder for Walter to give up on her. If only he had enough money, he would be able to save his wife. Walter racked his brain and eventually came up with the idea of using his knowledge of chemistry to manufacture illegal drugs. He stole some chemicals from his school and soon made a batch of high-quality product in his garage. He sold his drugs on the black market, you know, where you sell drugs, and in one night earned enough money for a month of his wife's treatment. However, Annie sensed that something was not right and asked Walter where all the money was coming from. Walter may have been a master chemist, but he had no talent when it came to lying. It did not take him long to come clean about his illegal activities. Annie, however, was a devout believer in the Father of the Forest and unwilling to harm others just so that she could survive. She said she would stop the treatment if Walter continued to make blood money. Walter could not change his wife's mind, but he was not willing to give up. Since Annie doesn't want to hurt others, I'll sacrifice myself. Walter went to the police station, turned himself in, and made a deal. If he helped the police bring down the entire black market drug network, the police would fund his wife's future treatment. The operation was a success, and the black market disappeared overnight. Although Walter still had to go to jail for his crimes, he was content, for Annie told him that he would continue the treatment and wait for the day that they are reunited. They kind of took the story of Breaking Bad and all of its subversions and interesting details and ground them off and replaced them with all of the most boilerplate, generic, tropey storylines that you would expect to have that be, up to including like the wife being at risk and that being your motivation, another man motivated by his wife being in danger or being fridged or so on, and like he's just like, he even like chooses to ally with the police at the end. It's a lot, and it's like he didn't lose his job because of a combination of his ego and whatnot. He lost his job because he just was so sacrificial for his beautiful angel of a wife that's dying for no reason. And it's like, no. The whole point of Walter is that he's kind of a piece of shit. Like, people have different points where they turned on Walter throughout Breaking Bad. There's like, people get to various seasons and then they're like, oh, he's the bad guy now in this show. But I legitimately turned on Walter in like episode 3 of Breaking Bad, like 3 or 4. It's like in the first season, there's a part where he meets the people that used to be his coworkers at the company they used to run, and that's like because he's like this fallen star. He's like stuck at this stupid high school job when he used to be meant for so much more, and that's part of his backstory and motivation. But like, he's already experienced really dark shit happening because of the deaths that happen in the first couple of episodes. So already, it's completely unconscionable to continue in this line of work and go through the stuff that he's already going through and whatnot. But all that shit he went through in the basement of his own house and stuff like that, he went through all that, but then won't just take the money when the people that wronged him in the past are willing to pay for his cancer treatment and bail him out. It's like, oh, his ego is in the way. He won't accept this life-saving money that will prevent him being in that scenario again, where he has to horrifically take a life and also endangers his entire family in all these horrible ways. He'd rather break bad than just suck it up and take this huge check from the people that did fuck him over before, but are bailing him out here, which doesn't make up for it, but is just obviously and objectively the correct thing to do in that situation. It's like when people are like, oh, Walter gets bad in this season or that episode, that's the part where it's, oh, that's too, that bit with the drug and the kid, or that part with Jesse or Jesse's girlfriend, or these other things, like, that's the bad rest we got to, that's when he crossed the line. No, he crossed the line in like episode 3. The moment he doesn't take the money and continues with the life where he knows what's going to happen. He knows it's going to get worse. That's why it's such an interesting show, though. He's a very interesting, compelling character. He's awful. They took all that and they're like, yeah, I get it. He's Walter. He does drugs. He deals drugs. But then they make the skunk like the most generic possible, like written by a superhero writer kind of storyline. Not like a flaw in the game or anything. It's just like it's just interesting that they had the starting point that was clearly based on one of the best shows of all time, and their reflex was when they're writing their own story, because they can't just write the plot of Breaking Bad, was to write something just way less interesting. How's Annie doing now? Is the treatment going well? Maybe the father of the forest really is watching over her. Her condition miraculously improved. I guess that's the power of kindness. So you can tell me what the new drug is now? You're not still involved in making... Sorry, I can't tell what it's for just yet. But don't worry, I promised Annie I won't do what you think I'm doing. I'd never break my promise to her. One of the biggest breakings of the premise of the character is to be like, what if Walter, but he was a devout husband and father? And like, no, it's not what he was. He wore that concept like a skin, but that's not who he was. Look at the intelligence fucking skill menu is full. I assume it scrolls. There's a little scroll bar here, actually. Maybe? It doesn't actually change sizes, but I assume it's a scroll bar. But oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I have been prolific. Alright, we'll get busy with the nighttime stuff next episode.